Ahsanallahu alaykum. And here's a long question, so bear with me. It says, what is your advice for families that are here in America that don't have close family members with the rules of Masjid, saying that no kids are allowed in the Masjid because of the noise they make, especially in Ramadan? We are not able to leave them home or with family members to keep watch of them. We want to be in the Masjid as a family, and they put the rules for women that don't pray to not to come to the Masjid, those who have kids and that are able to pray, but they cannot come because she is not allowed. Additionally, we get kicked out of the Masjid because of these rules. So I don't know how to translate this. تقول يعني السؤال طويل يا شيخ. يعني تقول ليس لديها أقارب، هي كأنها تقول أنها لوحدها في البيت ومعها الأولاد، وتقول في في المسجد عندهم قوانين يقولون لا تأتي بالأطفال في المسجد إذا كان عندهم يسوون إزعاج. نعم. فتقول ولكن ليس لدي أقارب، لا أستطيع أن أتركهم في البيت، وأنا أريد أن آتي إلى المسجد وأصلي مع الناس في المسجد. هذا اللب كلام تقريبا التلخيص
نعم.
Did I miss anything أخي؟
أنت قرأت السؤال خلاص شيخ؟
أيوة نعم.
بالإنجليزي. نعم. نحن نطرح الإجابة.
نعم.
ترجمها الشيخ.
تقول أنها طردت من المسجد because of these rules. لأجل هذه القوانين التي وضعوها.
نعم. أولا هذه إن
شاء الله it's not this masjid إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله.
الأخت التي يكون لها أولاد وأطفال صغار، وهكذا الأب يستحسن أن لا يحضرهم للمسجد إذا كانوا يسببون إزعاجا.
The Shaykh Hafidhullah Ta'ala, he says that the woman who has young children, and likewise the father, it is mustahsin, yastahsin, it is good, it is deemed good to not bring them to the masjid if they cause disruption.
ولذلك الفقهاء نصوا على أن الطفل الغير مميز الذي لا يميز الأشياء، لا يعرف أن هذا مسجد، يظنه مكان للعب، أنه يمنع من إحضاره للمسجد.
And for that reason, the fuqaha, they mentioned that the طفل غير مميز, the child who has not reached the age of discernment, the one who is not able to distinguish between things, so he doesn't recognize that this is a masjid and not a place of play, it is not good to, or they should be prohibited from coming to the masjid.
والشريعة نهتنا عن كل أمر يؤذي المصلين في المسجد.
And the legislation prohibits us from everything that causes harm in the masjid.
من ذلك أكل الثوم والبصل.
Or causes harm to those praying in the masjid. From that is the eating of garlic and onion.
ومثله الإتيان المسجد بروائح كريهة.
And from this is coming to the masjid with offensive smells.
مع أن الثوم والبصل طعام مباح.
In spite of the fact that garlic and onion are permissible foods.
إلا أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال.
Except that the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he said,
من أكل ثوما أو بصلا فلا يقربن مصلانا.
Whoever has eaten garlic or onion, then let him not approach our place of prayer.
فإن الملائكة تتأذى مما يتأذى منه بنو آدم.
For indeed the angels are offended or bothered by that which the child of Adam is bothered with.
والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم
And the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم,
نهى الصحابة أن يرفعوا أصواتهم بتلاوة القرآن في المسجد.
He forbade the Sahaba from raising their voices with the Quran and reciting the Quran in the masjid.
لأنهم يسببون إزعاجا للآخرين من المصلين والقائمين.
Because it causes a disturbance for the others who are reciting and making salat.
إذا كان ينهانا عليه الصلاة والسلام عن رفع الصوت بالقرآن فكيف بإحضار الأطفال وإزعاجهم؟
So if the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbade raising the voice while reciting the Quran, then how about children who cause disruption in other than them?
ونحن نوجه تحية لهذه الأخت الكريمة.
And we want to direct a greeting or a welcoming to this sister, this noble sister.
ونشكر لها حرصها على حضور الصلاة في المسجد.
And we want to appreciate from her her diligence in coming and participating in the masjid.
لكن نقول لها في نفس الوقت
But we want to say to her at the same time,
إن تركك للصلاة في المسجد
you're abandoning or you're leaving off of making salat in the masjid,
حماية للناس من إزعاج الأطفال
preserving or protecting the people from the disruption of the children.
أنت مأجورة فيه.
You are getting rewarded for this.
يعني إذا بقيت في بيتك عند أولادك فأنت في عبادة.
Meaning that if you were to stay home with your children, then you are worshiping. You are in an act of worship.
والله إن بقاءها عند أولادها ورعايتهم أفضل لها من صلاة القيام.
And the Shaykh Hafidhullah Ta'ala, he swore by Allah that you're staying home and remaining with your children and taking care of them is better for you with Allah than coming to the masjid.
لأن حفظ الأبناء ورعايتهم وتربيتهم واجب على الأم.
Because you taking care of your children and protecting them and raising them is something that is an obligation upon the mother.
وصلاة التراويح والقيام سنة مستحبة.
And as far as Salat al-Taraweeh and standing in prayer, then this is a sunnah.
فلا يترك الواجب من أجل فعل سنة.
So you should not leave off the obligation in order to accomplish the sunnah.
هذا من قلة فقه الشريعة.
This is from the lack of understanding of the legislation.
نسأل الله أن يجزيها خير الجزاء.
We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to reward her greatly.
ونتمنى منها أن تدرك أن الإخوة القائمين على المساجد إنما وضعوا هذه القوانين مراعاة لمصلحة المصلين.
And we hope for her that she comes to realize that the brothers who are responsible for this masjid or for that masjid, they have made these rules and regulations as a way of preserving the good for the entirety.
جزاهم الله خير الجزاء.
May Allah reward them with a good reward.
Barakallahu feekum. And once again, the only reason I read this question because it came directly from the president of the masjid. Jazakallah khairan. But I want to take this opportunity to once again mention this. My dear brothers and sisters, the administration of this masjid, your masjid, Al-Masjid Al-Mubarak, wallahi, they work very, very hard. And the imam of the masjid, Jazakallah khairan, they work very, very hard to help you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The goal of this masjid is to establish ibadat in a way that you can do your ibadah with tuma'nina and with khushu'. You can focus on your ibadah. And the rules and regulations and they may have put in, you may not like some of these, but for a greater maslahah, it is in your own good and it is for your own benefit. So we want to make sure, my brothers and sisters, to understand that these rules and regulations, they are for your benefit. And it is going to, inshallah, help you. Alhamdulillah, Shaykh, mashallah, alhamdulillah, beautifully explained. To be honest, there is no other explanation after the explanation of the Shaykh. Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khairan. But I guess the Imam also want to add something. Naam, tafadhal Shaykh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We just wanted Shaykh advice to the general public, the general congregation, the sisters and the brothers, because this question was asked twice previously, and alhamdulillah, the same answer was given. But these individuals, they consist or persist to force their personal feelings and how they think things should be done, and they cause a lot of fitna in the community. So we like the Shaykh to give them an advice, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Should this same question?
Yeah, the same question was asked, same answer, but they are not compliant.
ايش قال؟
يقول هو إمام المسجد ويقول كأن في يعني بعض الأخوات يسببن الفتن وتكرر مثل هذه الأسئلة فما نصيحتكم توجهون لها أن يعني أنها يعني الجواب الذي ذكرته ما شاء الله يعني
بس هو كافي. هي النصيحة.
نعم طيب
أنا قسمت المسؤوليات هذه.
ما شاء الله. إن شاء الله بعد الإجابة في قبل قليل أن تصل إليها بإذن الله. إن شاء الله.
بارك الله فيك. طبعا أنا أنصح نفسي وإخواني وأخواتي جميعا بالتعاون في هذا المسجد المبارك.
The Shaykh Hafidhullah Ta'ala, he said, I advise myself and the brothers all together that they work together and yata'awan, that they assist one another with regards to this blessed masjid.
الصلاة نفسها صلاة الجماعة إذا ما تعاوننا لا تقام.
The salat itself, the salat in congregation, if we don't work together, we'll never establish it.
وكذلك أن نتطاوع ونلتزم بما يقرره الأخوة القائمون على المسجد.
And likewise that we force ourselves to listen to and that we adhere to the rules placed by those who are responsible for the masjid.
حتى لو كنا نظن بعض القرارات غير جيدة.
Even if we think that some of the decisions that are made are not good.
علينا أن نحسن الظن بهم.
Upon us is that we make our thoughts good about them.
وندرك أنهم ما اضطروا إلى هذا القرار إلا لأمور نحن لا نعلمها.
And we know that they were not forced to make such decisions except for matters that we don't know about.
والقرار الذي أشير إليه بالنسبة للأطفال هذا معمول به في كل البلاد الإسلامية.
And as far as this decision that was referenced with regards to the children coming to the masjid, then this is something that is acted upon in all of the lands of the Muslims.
عسى الله يبارك فيكم جميعا ويحفظكم يا أخوان.
We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to bless all of you and to preserve you.
Jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu feekum. And I also like to add one more point, my dear sisters or even brothers, whoever is going through this problem. So when you feel the pain of these rules and regulations, or if you think that you are feeling the pain of it, believe me, those who put the rules, they feel even more deeper pain. They want you here. But because they have to maintain the order, believe me, whatever pain you feel because of these rules, believe me, those brothers, mashallah, the administration, when they put these rules, believe me, they cry and they feel even deeper pain. But they are forced to do it. Because if you are complaining that I'm not allowed to come, there may be 20 others who would say, if that person comes, or if those kids come, we are not coming. That's the reality of the situation, my brothers and sisters. You have to understand. You have to understand. So we want you all here. We love you all here. But don't forget the goal of the masjid and the purpose of the masjid. And as Shaykh Hafidahullah, he advised you all to cooperate with the administration. And Jazakumullah khairan wa Jazakumullah khairan. Barakallahu feekum.